Sarah Cox next, and then Joe Wiley, including the Shiny Happy playlist. I'll see you tomorrow. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker, and on 88 and 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Adam Porter. Rishi Sunak is considering the future of the Deputy Prime Minister Dominic Raab after receiving an independent report which was commissioned to look into bullying allegations. A senior lawyer has been investigating complaints from several civil servants. Mr Raab has denied any wrongdoing. The political expert Professor Sir John Curtis says Mr Sunak has been loyal to his cabinet colleague up to now.
The truth is that Mr Raab was one of his chief backers in the leadership bid that Mr Sunak ran last summer. Now, of course, in the end, he lost to Liz Truss, but then eventually acquired office. Liz Truss did indeed not include Mr Raab in her cabinet, only then for Mr Sunak to put him back into his cabinet, despite the fact there were already claims being made.
The world's biggest and most powerful rocket, SpaceX's Starship, has exploded 4 minutes after taking off on an unmanned test flight in Texas. It suffered what the company called a rapid unscheduled disassembly. Elon Musk's firm, which is trying to develop a reusable space vehicle, declared the flight a success because the rocket cleared the tower. The family of Michael Schumacher have said they'll take legal action against a German magazine which published a fake interview with the Formula One racing driver. He's not been seen in public since suffering head injuries in a skiing accident nearly 10 years ago. Here's Paul Moss.
It looked like quite an exclusive. The latest edition of Actuel magazine has a picture of Michael Schumacher smiling on the front and promises the first interview. Inside, Mr. Schumacher apparently talks about how hard his accident had been on his family and how the injuries changed his life. But then it's revealed that all these words were generated by artificial intelligence. No interview had taken place. Mr. Schumacher's family say they'll sue, but what for isn't clear. Artificial intelligence is an area where the law is struggling to keep up with modern technology.
Environmental activists from Extinction Rebellion are pledging not to disrupt this Sunday's London Marathon. The race director said an agreement had been reached which would see members of the group guarding the course. Talks with another group, Just Stop Oil, are continuing. Dal Babu, a former chief superintendent at the Met Police who's policed the marathon, is sceptical about the group's claims.
Extinction Rebellion is a group of lots of different organisations that come together. It's going to be very, very difficult to guarantee that there won't be one individual or a group of individuals who will do something that will be disruptive. And the London Marathon across 26 miles is incredibly difficult to police, and largely the police are responsible for safety of crowds. And this will be a different way of policing.
Crowds of people have lined the streets of the village in Kent where the comedian Paul O'Grady lived to watch his funeral procession. The Rolling Stones guitarist Ronnie Wood and the comedian Alan Carr were among the mourners at a private service for the former Radio 2 presenter who died last month at the age of 67. That's the news. Now the sport with Shojo Saka.
Good afternoon. Tennis great Rafael Nadal says he does not know when he will return from his current injury layoff. The 22-time Grand Slam winner was initially ruled out for 6 to 8 weeks with a hip injury, but he's not now played for 3 months. UK anti-doping has confirmed that Britain's Conor Benn was provisionally suspended from boxing last month. Benn failed 2 voluntary drug tests last year, testing positive for a female fertility drug on both occasions. The drug can be used to boost testosterone levels in men. Greg Norman, the chief executive of the Saudi-funded breakaway tour Live Golf, says they are considering creating a women's circuit. Norman says they've approached American and European players. Several high-profile golfers left to join the Live Men's Tour when it began last year. And at the World Snooker Championship, Robert Milkins came back from 7 frames to 2 down to beat Joe Perry 10-9 in round 1. That's the BBC News and Sport. It's 4 minutes past 4.
Shojo, Adam, hang around.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you Sarah Cox, BBC Radio 2.
The name's Mills, Scott Mills, and he will return tomorrow with some Wonder Years, I imagine. Typical. That'll be from 2. But now, you're mine. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, all welcome along to your Feeling Fan Thursday Tea Time Extravaganza when you know Oliver Thursday. It's the best day of the week. It's exciting, exhilarating. You've pushed and you've puffed life's go-kart to the peak of the week, and now it's time to catch your breath before whizzing down the other side and into the weekend. So let's celebrate with 3 hours of fun and good times galore, accompanied by a musical score that's second to none. As it is a Thursday, there's groovies in the start, plus first and last a half hour. Get a lock in at the Sarahs, and next we see Who's Tivoti, plus Check It Pout and Crackers. I'm excited. George is excited.
Would you like a jelly baby?
Go on then.
Driving down